All right, thank you, Stacey. Well, concerns from the residents of Sedalia tonight over a proposed townhome development disrupting their small town way of life. And they're sharing those concerns with Denver7, Your Voice.
They say a proposed development would double the town's population, and people who have lived there for decades don't think the infrastructure can handle the growth.
Denver7's Natalie Chuck back in Sedalia tonight, listening to their messages.
Imagine the property just beyond the fence line behind me, completely transformed, covered in hundreds of townhomes. That could become the reality if one developer gets his proposal approved. But many of you here in Sedalia, you've been sharing your voice with me, expressing concerns and having questions over what this might mean. There are some places in Colorado where time seems to stop.
The culture is slow, laid back.
Very, very small town vibes.
Places where people come and sometimes never go.
I live in Sedalia, Colorado.
How long have you lived here?
I have been here 20 some odd years.
Since 1972.
And I've been here 45 years. 23 years.
Change in a place people have called home for so long feels concerning.
This is the entrance that they're planning on going down into here, and then the exit would be here. Well, the tracks are right there.
These are maps of where 240 proposed townhomes might go. The development would be built on 26 acres, right behind Eva O'Hagan Murphy's home.
I don't think people are happy, mainly for the traffic.
It's a concern I heard the first time I came to Sedalia.
There is talks about putting townhomes close to here. A lot of people aren't very happy about it.
Community members say the development would double the size of Sedalia's population, causing congestion in a place where they already deal with traffic headaches.
If I could collect 1 penny from every vehicle going up and down this canyon to the river, to the fishers, the campers, down 105 to the Renaissance, I'd be a multi-millionaire.
The traffic would just be overwhelming. And the second thing is the inaccessibility of the site. I mean, I would worry for the people who buy townhomes in there if they have an illness in their family or somebody is injured and they have to get them to the hospital and the train's coming through. What are you going to do? You're going to wait.
The project is in the very early stages. In fact, the Douglas County Board of Commissioners won't even comment on it yet because it still has not made its way into a public hearing. But already other members of the community are submitting letters in opposition. A few quotes. This project raises significant concerns related to infrastructure, traffic congestion, and public safety. To me, it would be another example of the irresponsible, uncontrolled growth that Douglas County has experienced. And there is not enough first responders as it stands to care for this community. The man listed as the applicant for the project responded to my request for an interview with emails. He emphasized that the developers are still researching what would be a feasible use for the property, which means a formal application for the townhomes has not even been submitted yet. Meanwhile, for the people in Sedalia, only time will tell what changes are on the road ahead.
You know what? I'm not going to stop growth. I'm not ever going to stop. None of us are going to stop the growth. It's going to happen. But it has to happen in the right way for safety for all of us.
For more information about the project, or if you missed our first stop here in Sedalia, just head to denver7.com/yourvoice. In Sedalia, Natalie Chuck, Denver7.
And Natalie and the entire Denver7 team are committed to listening to your voice and the issues you care about. And if you'd like to reach out to Natalie, just scan the QR code on your screen. You can connect with her that way or email her, natalie.chuck@denver7.com.